Hello, hello. Welcome to Bunny Love 444. How does it go, Cheerio? Yeah, I would have been on here a lot sooner, but somebody is trying to block me from being able to give this message, which is day 18 of our sacred transformation. And they've also blocked me from trying to get into my own Facebook. So, yeah, it's with this energy in the Capricorn moon, I'm telling you. They don't want this paradigm shift to come through, but it's too bad because as you see, it comes in anyways. So let me get things going here. The frustration level was so high because it's like, I don't know who keeps doing it, but I'm telling you. Oh, hold on. There we go. Now I can see what's going down. Anyways, hello, hello. Okay, so we're gonna light the divine flora incense, which the divine is coming through because no matter what people are trying to do, they ain't gonna stop me. So nice try. And once I get back into my Facebook, which I have an idea of who it is, and I got a little surprise for him when I get on there. Because it's weird how there's a conversation that was taking place, and after speaking my mind, then all of a sudden, boom, you can't get on. Yeah. A lot of fakes, I'm telling you, a lot of fakes. And Father is coming in right now and saying, listen, the ones who keep doing this, the ones who keep trying to pretend to be you, the ones who keep trying to, take your name, copycat you, oh, he's got massive consequences for him. So, anyways, as you can see, there's some for you, some for me. I'm not going to let it sit there and bother me, even though that frustration level is pretty high. Hopefully, y'all had a good 4th. I know I had a kick-ass time yesterday being with the people I was with and, just having fun. Anyways, let's see. See if I can get in there. Hold on. There, hopefully it shows up. I say, hello, hello. How does it go? Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? All right. Let's see. I'm so frustrated. It's like the levels, they try to get you very frustrated, and it just aggravates me that somebody's constantly got to pretend to be me, constantly has to copy me, constantly has to, be that envious person. And it's like, be yourself by yourself. Stay the fuck away from me, okay? Yeah. Thank you, Luana. I love you, sweetheart. Sorry, my frustration level is very high right now, and I'm trying to redo it, but it's just, I'm just tired of people portraying to be me. And it's like, God says, yeah, the battle's real and it will be like this. And sometimes we get so upset that why people can't be their true authentic self. Why do they always have to try to stop what we are doing when it comes to our Father? So anyways, we're going to move along. It's mind over matter. I don't mind because they don't matter. Okay. So let's find out what is our card for today for for our childlike. What is our card for our childlike? Oops. Okay, this one is 22, silence, west, and black. And it's funny that this card, silence, came out because, people continuously want to silence you. Even as a child, they were always, shh, quiet, don't say nothing. They always wanted to silence you, but you are this radiating golden Mandela, right? It's like you are this loner, and it's like you stay to yourself, you don't go in, you don't bother others, and you think before you make a decision. And that's how we do it as an adult now. But as a child, we were placed in a very deep serenity of silence, right? They always wanted to rock our foundation. They never wanted us to speak out. And the more we spoke out, the more that they silenced us. So, oh, yeah. And that's beautiful because, see, you think you're on land, but you're not. In this card, it's the deer is in water, right? Because emotionally, it gets to you when you visualize a place of holding your power in that golden sun, when that radiant brilliance comes down and says, okay, take your inhalation, okay? Take that inhalation, take that breath down, really just from the belly and locate it in the belly. So let's do that. Let's clear that energy from the frustrations that they did. Just take a piranha in and blow your apana out. Because the thing is somebody always tries to cause you pain. And, for us to surrender these things, it keeps our stable foundation. And so we have to locate that which is in a place of power down in our belly, which is considered our shamanic center, right? It's the center of who we are. It's like for so long, people have tried to silence us. They have tried to make sure that family secrets don't come out, that the family, childhood abuse, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, and spiritually are all silenced. Okay. They're trying to push you to that point. And the Capricorn moon that we just had is significant about that because of the fact Capricorns are very ambitious, they're very determined, and the ruling planet is Saturn, and Saturn cuts through all the crap. And that's what we're doing. We're cutting through it all. We observe everything, we analyze everything, and we don't make split decisions, right? So for the card for the day, when it comes to the childhood, it's like you are this unique snowflake. Look, it's like a snowflake here, but this is the healing Mandela star right there, right? You are this unique snowflake. No matter how many of you felt alone as a child, as into an adolescent and into the adult, the power born within you is that power of silence. Okay. So when you don't react to the things that people do, the energy dies off. Okay. So this is also talking about as a childhood, it's like you had the sacred witness. The sacred witness was our father. Our father sees all, knows all, hears all, and he takes note of all. And so when we can silence ourselves and come in to the communication with him, it's like it goes above and beyond. So what these people do to us as a child into our adulthood now, no matter what they're doing, they think they're getting away with things, right? They think that unjust will never be justified, but it will, because our Father sees it all, and He is going to come in, and He says, "Listen, just visualize and hold your power, and visualize on Him, and observe your surroundings, observe everything that is going on." because as a child, that's one thing that we lacked, right? We couldn't hold the attention span of a squirrel, right? Because as a child, we didn't know any better. But Father is saying in the adulthood, we know better now. We have a greater understanding, and to be able to come into yourself, silence yourself, and come into that radiant, deeper look of who you are from a soul level with our Father. He is helping you build that stable foundation, because so many of us, we have been rocked to the core, right? And I'm not talking about rocked of jamming out. I'm talking about we have been rocked, and you know, a lot of dismay caused in our life because of the things that people have done to us. But he says, just know that nothing goes unturned, no stone goes unturned, okay? Because that's why he's saying being in the water is emotionally, yes, it may devastate us. Emotionally, it may affect us. Emotionally, it may cause that mental mayhem of, this is sticking in my head. This is, affected the way that I've lived, the things that I do. But he's saying, no, take that deep breath. Don't feed into their energy, okay? Because when you don't feed into their energy, it gives them no power. When they see that they cannot pull you out of character, that's because you're standing strong, right? You're a very gentle, loving soul, and they just want to defamate your character of who you are and what you're about. They want to speculate. Okay. A lot of people as a child want to speculate and say, oh, well, this person does this because of what happened in their childhood. When you silence yourself and speak with God and be able to speak what took place with you, whether you were abused physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, or spiritually, the thing is we've all had that. Okay. We're all unique and nobody is alike, right? Each child of God is different. And the reason why he did that is because you are the unique being. And no matter how cold this world gets or how cold your past has been, Father always comes in with that radiance of the sun, the radiance of his warmth and vitality of his love, and shows you that you are strong, and he has made you strong for a reason, because you have a purpose on this life. So it's basically what he's saying is hold to your center of your shamanic center. Okay. In Buddhism, it's the centering of who you are. Okay, you need to come to the core of who you are, and to do that, we need to go down deep into our childhood and know that even though the mystery of the marshland or the swampland, however you want to radiate with it, no matter how messy things get, when you can speak about the pain but silence the outcome, okay? And a lot of people don't interpret it that way, but Father is coming in and saying, listen, speak about your past hurts, trials, and tribulations, because it's a healing component for you. You're getting them burdens off by being able to speak about it, because too many people have held things in on a childhood. But it's like the messy marshlands or the swamplands, okay? No matter how icky and disgusting things may be, once you get that off your chest and you get to speak about it, he's saying that a lot of you are afraid to speak about it. You're afraid to create that controversy of what is the family going to say, or how is this person going to treat me? It doesn't matter what they say. The thing that you have to always remember, that any inner work that you are doing on yourself and our sacred transformation and the work with our Father, it is to better yourself. It doesn't matter what they say, okay? Because they will be held accountable for the things that they have done. And this is where a lot of people silence themselves as well and say, okay, well, I'm just going to hold back because I don't want to, stir the hornet's nest, or I don't want to stir the shit pot. But the thing is you have to do it for you. Okay. So holding these things in and silencing these things to not create conflict for somebody else. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, hello. You're not you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. So when you, as a child, the things that you have gone through, when you speak about it, does it make you feel better? Does it make you feel like you're lightened up a little bit? And it should, okay? Because when Father is talking about you being able to release these things, he doesn't want you to make harsh decisions, okay? You're not doing it to be vengeful, okay? You're not doing it to create that conflict. What you are doing is you are creating that silence to where you can do that inner healing, where you can go deeper in with you and our Father to heal yourself, okay? So, yeah, thank you, Father. Okay, so he's saying that, it's kind of like the temperance card, okay? You know your purpose. You need to balance yourself. And in order to balance yourself, you have to bring up these things that have happened to you that are on a much darker, black, darker level in your life, and know that you are never alone. You are never alone, because as that unique child that Father handpicked and crafted you to be that strong, resilient person. He's like, the way you do things, when you center yourself into your shamanic centering, it is being one with Mother Earth Gaia, right? You're centering yourself. But when he talks about silence, it's not silence the situations that have happened to you. It is speak the full-fledged truth. Be straightforward. Be 10,000% savagely blunt, okay? The thing is don't worry about what others are going to think or how they're going to treat you or the reactions, because by you speaking about, now there's an energy coming through about something about a brother who sexually molested their sister, okay? Father's coming through as the analogy of bringing that out of, listen, don't silence it thinking that you're going to save or better some type of relationship with that brother, whoever this may resonate with. It's not to better a relationship or anything like that, or to stir up trouble for them. What it is doing is it's helping you heal and removing that stuff that you have silenced yourself for so long, because you didn't want people looking at you like, oh, that's incest, or oh, that's disgusting. No, what you need to do is be able to speak about it and then silence yourself to speak with Father, because he's growing you to be able to surrender this to the West, okay? And the rest is the wrongful doing, that every situation that tested you, right? Okay, that's what the West is standing for. It's all them situations that have tested you. You now know how to surrender, but it's holding that golden sun. And that golden sun is the warmth of our Father, right? It's the warmth of our Father, because he is the sun card. He is our warmth. He is our vitality. He is our savior. He is our refuge. Okay? And when you're in the swamplands, and the marshy wetlands, right? And you feel like you're drowning, you feel like there's so much going on, who always has your back? Who's always there? Who always helps you find a way out? Our Father does, right? So that's the card of the day when it comes to the childhood, is he's wanting you to know that not only breathe through it, calm yourself, but know that it doesn't matter whose shit pot is being stirred right now, okay? They brewed their own stew by the fact of the things that they've done to you. What you're doing is healing yourself and releasing them burdens to be able to surrender it to Father so that you can be on your purpose, so that you can find that balance within you, so that you can see that power that was born in you. You have the power to silence these things that have held on to you for so long and stopped you on your path. Okay, Father, so what do we have? What do we need to realize? I said, what do we need to realize when it comes to this need of understanding from the childhood into the adolescent? And we got number 19, grief. Okay. This is confirmation. We've got 3 likes in here. Hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bell. Support your soul family. Thank you. We have grief. Okay. So as a child into the adolescent, like I said, they wanted to silence you. They threatened you. Okay. A lot of people that have gone through this, you have silenced this because they instilled the fear in you of, if you say anything, I'm going to harm you. If you say anything, I'm going to do this to you and your family. They made these malicious threats to you. Yes, sweetheart. And I said that at the beginning too. So that's why it took me so long to get on here, because somebody was messing with me being able to log on here, and they're messing with me being able to log into my Facebook. Just try to take a deep breath, take a prana in, hold it for 4 seconds, and exhale the apana. Because the thing is if we center ourselves, it's going to work out. With the Capricorn moon that just came, it it's going to be cut through the crap. Okay, I just had that happen to me today, and that's why I couldn't get on. It took me like 35, almost 40 minutes to be able to get on, and it kept telling me that my password was wrong. So just take a deep breath and don't let it get to you. Okay. Yes, it is horrible. It is horrible. And all the lower deities and agents and tyrants and messengers of Satan are trying their hardest, because they know they have lost their foothold over the ones who follow our Father, right? So just don't let it get to you. Just breathe and know that it's all going to work out. Father's seeing what they're doing. So as the adolescent, you come into this awareness with your grief, right? So this is number 19, grief, West and Black. So this is where we have to come to that greater understanding in order to get through all of this. Remember when I said no stone goes unturned? Yeah, because look at the yellow rose, okay? Our Father is there seeing every stone that they are throwing, everything that they are doing. But when you look at this from the childhood into the adolescent, you have turned yourself into stone. Okay. You have shut yourself off. You have isolated yourself. You have held these burdens from a child into the adolescent because they've instilled so much fear to try to silence you, to keep their bad behavior rolling with no repercussions. And you sit here and suffer, right? And you're like suffering, feeling all alone, but really you're not all alone, because you have our Father. You have our Father, and He's saying, look at all these stones that these people were throwing at you as a child to try to keep you hushed, to isolate you, whether you didn't have that friend group or however it may have been, but excuse me. He's saying, listen, it's all coming down to the taskmaster, okay? And he is the taskmaster. The taskmaster is about being able to clear out these things and cut the cords to the things that have kept us in silence for so long. It's now learning the fact that we are balancing ourselves, we are healing ourselves, and making sure that everything that we have gone through that we're releasing this grief, okay? And that we are coming back into that true loving self of who we are. Has anybody seen Sugar Love? Hmm. Anyways, we're coming back into who we are, and that's what he wants us to do. He wants us to take that deeper look and know that no matter what we do, people are going to throw these stones, but there's no stone that goes unturned with our Father. He sees, he knows all, okay? Yeah, me neither. I'm worried about her cuz I tried to reach out to her and do a good deed for her and I haven't gotten no response. So the thing is Father also wants you to know is listen, everything that has been lost, everything that these people have taken from you is now coming back during this paradigm shift to a much higher level. So everything that caused you grief, everything that um he's saying that everything, yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I'm hoping that she's okay cuz she normally answers and responds to my phone messages, but everything that they have taken, stolen, everything that they have done physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, and spiritually of holding that grief in that has silenced you because they didn't want this, they wanted you to feel that tear, they wanted you to feel that abandonment, they wanted you to feel that loneliness, they wanted you to feel that anger and that pain and that hurt because they were projecting everything that they felt inside by what they did to you, and they wanted you to hold that grief. Okay, and some of you have held that grief from a childhood to an adolescent into an adulthood, right? It's like um Father said something, it's about acknowledging. Say it again, Father. Okay, so he's saying that it is about acknowledging that awareness that they were teaching you to be deceitful. They were teaching you to be manipulative. They were teaching you how to hurt. They were teaching you all these certain levels of um the conscious betrayals is because they were working with the devil, right? But when you come into your sacred self, this is knowing that you always had a friend because yellow represents friendship. Yellow also represents the third plexus solar chakra, okay, about your emotions, because they knew emotionally it would cause you grief. They knew by not having, friends or, people bullying you when you were growing up as a teenager. The thing is look at all the stones they threw at you. And Father's saying, don't worry, because it's in the fall setting, right? That's all going to fall away when we do the inner work, when we be that hard master that says, listen, we're going to get rid of this. We're no longer silencing what has happened to us. We are surrendering and we are letting go and we are letting God have it, because when we explore the perimeters of our soul and we go on a much deeper level, we can easily surrender that and come back into that very loving, gentle person, which Father co created us because he's very loving, very forgiving, right? So we want to be able to let go of this grief and we want to be able to give that forgiveness. Okay. And when you give those forgivenesses, it's like you can look at this grief has taught you how to open your heart to be that gentle, loving person. It has taught you of the things that you don't want to be, the things that you will never do, the things that you are protective against. And it actually taught you the things that they did to you, actually taught you from a child into an adolescent, now into an adult. It has taught you everything that you are thankful that you are not of, right? Because everything that has happened to you and they silenced you and threatened you to be quiet and stuff, you held all that grief in, and all that grief and that pain made you become that better version of you to make sure that your children were protected, And if you don't have children, it's to make sure that your friends are protected, and the people that you love are protected, right? And it's a force that comes within you to say, hey, listen, all these aspects of the sacred wounds have taught me to be the better person today than I was as a child or an adolescent, moving in, because it taught you how to shine the light on that darker aspect of you, on them darker things that have happened to you. It has brought you into your higher levels of consciousness of who you are as a divine being. So, really, you need to be thankful and grateful of the fact of, I'm thankful for who I am today because of the fact everything that they did to me taught me everything that I didn't want to be, taught me everything that I need to know on how to protect my own. Okay. So when you take and you turn that silence and grief over and turn it into something positive, that's where we take that deep breath, right? And we're just like, okay, we're going to take that 4 seconds. Why do we take 4 seconds? Because it's for the four sacred directions. It's for the four sacred corners. It's for the four sacred seasons, about being able to go through the change. So, what do we need to work on most? What do we need to work on most, Father? Thank you. Yeah. Oof. Did you see that? I went to go show you and it went. Bloop. What do we need to work on most? Centering ourselves. This is 41 Vision East and Yellow. I need to get a drink. Hold on. Oofda. Yeah, just look at that card for a minute. Okay, so now this one is 19, right? So he's saying 10-10. When you look at this card, 10-10, from the childhood to the adolescent into the adulthood, 10-10, that means God and the angels are with you. That means all the grief that you have gone through, all the stones that people have thrown at you, all that pain that you have held onto that has made you this isolated, cold person. It's made you stop certain things that you do, or be very cautious, or have trust issues, or afraid to be alone. It's being able to explore the perimeters of who you are, but really truly come in and see that vision see that vision and that new beginning. Because look, we have 10-10, okay, in Roman numerals. 10-10. That is about God and the angels and the ascended masters, the guardian angels, spirit guides, and the kindred loved ones, and them all being there for you, holding that vision. Holding that vision. And by holding that vision, what is that in his hand? Oh, see in his hands? Look, it's part of the rock. Right there and right there. It's part of the rock. Okay. So you have held on to these visions of the things that have happened to you. And instead of surrendering and letting them go and seeing that it has taught you everything that you don't want to be, everything that you want no part of, okay? And so it taught you to hold that vision and see that new beginning, that you are that beautiful creation that Father has brought and co-created. Because when you're actually holding the vision, you're allowing the new to come in. And that new is that new version of you. It's that new version of you saying, I will not hurt anybody. I will do everything out of generosity and love, unconditional love and giving. And it's also, I'm hearing it's also past the dead trees. When it says this is also the vision of the dead trees, okay? Because everything, whether it's stone, every machine, every tree, everything becomes dead, right? Everything becomes dead. Everything becomes a tool. Everything becomes a tool to succeed in life. And so when he's talking about that unbalance, hold that vision, because that it's very significant. When you look at this, it's about the new beginning. Okay, 22 is Archangel Raphael coming in about the stable foundation. 19 is coming down to you as the angelic being, holding that grief in and not letting it go, to your new beginning. Okay, this is broken down to number 5. Number 5 is that vision of that adversity, of that tension, that conflict, and everything that has come in your life. It's like you need to hold that vision and release the dead so that you can fully come alive. Because when you look at the fact, again, I'm going to say it again because he keeps bringing it up, but you should be grateful and thankful. All this grief, all this pain, all this suffering, when you truly surrender it to God and let go, it has made you into that better version of you, into your higher self, okay? Because it showed everything that you don't want to be, everything that you're not going to do, everything that you're going to be protective of. It's wow. I'm just hearing it's the configuration of really seeing how beautiful your life is, no matter how much pain that you have gone through. It's about the new beginning that he gives you when you balance yourself to climb the stairs that he has ordered for you. And that even though we're in the adulthood, there's still things that are not illuminated on our path, because a lot of people are silenced about worrying about what society is going to think or say. And I don't get it, because you hold all that grief in and it's stopping you from truly being that loving, generous person. Okay? It's about, these wounds have been so deeply planted in you. By you being able to release it and work on these things and come into the sacred transformation, you are changing your life one day at a time, one person at a time, one scenario at a time. And this is illuminating your energetic vessel, because you're doing the work, right? You're being that dreaming shield, that you are still protecting yourself, but you're releasing the things that you have held on to. And you have held on to them so tightly, that you've been off kilter. You've been off kilter. So, where are we out of balance of, Father? Where are we out of balance when it comes to the future then? Because we've been holding so tightly of this. Where's our balance? Yeah. Our balance is in our skill. So this is about being deeply rooted and grounded. This is number 10, skill, south, and red. And where we're off balance is coming back into that angelic being that Father co-created us to be, to make sure that we're not holding anger, we're not holding pain, we're not holding abandonment or trust issues, that we're not holding, feeling lonely or left out or less than. Okay, you need to know your worth, because that is the massive skill, is being able to take all this pain and suffering and bring it from that dead feeling, to that stone self that you were, and bring it alive by holding the vision and using the skill that Father had given you, right? Good morning, good morning. It's about holding that skill that Father has given you, because he has given you hidden gifts that will cause a lot of friction for people, that will be When it causes that friction for other people, it's because they see that you are very skilled, that you are very gifted, that you are very blessed, and that you've been able to transmute this pain, this silence, this grief, and turn it into that beautiful vision of how it co created your higher self. Because when you take all that pain, all that hurt from the past, and you're illuminating all of it, you're no longer holding it in. It then reactivates your heart chakra, which is your fourth chakra. It reactivates that unconditional love. You do things in a more pleasant, respectful way. You set your boundaries, but you're using your skills as the angelic being. And when you see 11, that is all about your divine path. It's like you're using your skills to hold the vision of what Father co created you to be, so that you can experience your work on a much greater level of saying, hey, even though I went through this, even though that this has captivated my life in such a way that it seems like I'd done repeated patterns over and over, and I was on this karmic wheel, and it was like, when's this ride going to be over? Well, it's over when you become strong enough to say, hey, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to sit with Father. I'm going to connect, build a stronger foundation with Father. I'm going to release this grief, hold my vision, and I'm going to use the skills that He gave me. Okay? Because when I use the skills that He gave me, the thing is that is you stepping into your physical spirit, which is in the rented body that you're in. So He's saying, if you don't love who you are, or you don't love your body, well, He's saying you need to look in that higher mirror, because He co-created you exactly how you are, with all your skills, all your gifts, and all your talents. Okay. And He has given you that graceful life of the beauty of who you are. Okay. So it's this evolutionary projection of, you should love what He created. You should not love, you should not have that feeling of not loving because somebody sexually molested you, or mentally, tore you down, or mentally kept you captivated and made you feel like you're worthless, like you're never going to amount to anything. Okay. And they kept creating these griefful things in your life, right? To make you feel like that. But Father says, use your skills. He has given you such high skills to be able to stand in your power, for you to be able to be that essence of expressing your higher perfect self. Okay. Because we are all imperfectly perfect, flaws and all. The thing is when we use our skills, we beat the enemy. We beat the enemy. They cannot win. They cannot win, because we come into our inner truth of who we are and what God co-created us to be. That they can't stop us. We're unstoppable. Let me grab a drink quick. Oh my goodness. They can't stop what God co-created. The thing is when you do the inner work on you, you open up, you activate yourself to your higher consciousness of yourself, of who Father co-created you to be. And that's because you center yourself and you hold that vision, and you don't ever lose that vision. Because when you hold that vision, He is going to bring everything back to you, everything that you have lost, everything that was taken from you, all of that hurt and all that pain, through all that grief that you have explored in the aspects of that dark side. You're balancing out that dark side to your light side. And Father is always going to be at the light side, right? He's always going to be at the light side. He's always wanting you to illuminate, even though, like I said, there's still things that people have hidden in the past. It's about holding that vision and understanding, because that's you growing. and he's adamant about saying everything that you have gone through, everything that you're bringing to awareness in order to heal yourself. He says, really analyze this. How many of you can say that the stuff that you have gone through that has silenced you or who has caused all this grief to you, how many of you can say that it made you a better person because you broke them generational curses? You did not carry on that repeated pattern. You did not become that offender. You did not become that abuser. You did not become that person who is tearing people down. You didn't become that person who is judging another, right? That's because you're using your skills, sweethearts. You're using your skills that Father has given you. And that's what he wants, is for you to work on it most. Woofda. My nose is itching. A divine masculine is in the house. Saying right on the money. All right. So what do we need clarity on, Father? What do we need clarity on? Because there's, yeah. Okay. So he said, take it. Okay. What do you need clarity on? As you can see, we're going through the cycle of changes, right? You are an earth angel. You have the skills. Father is always watching over. This is an ego feather. He's wanting you to see things from a different perspective. He was wanting you to go and reflect and illuminate all them fears, all them griefs, all them things, and hold your vision that he has divinely got you, right? This card is number 17. It's perfection, west, and black. Okay. Now, when he says the card perfection, this is about you being abundant, because again, we are imperfectly perfect, flaws and all. So people need to love us for who we are and the skills that Father has given us. Because the thing is, even from childhood, okay, you have dealt with a lot. A lot of you have dealt with a lot. I'm talking abuse to the point where your own karmic family has broken your bones and broken your spirit and tried to plant the fear in you. Okay? They tried to co-create this perfection of, I'm going to keep you in fear, and they did it because they were in their ego, right? But the thing is what they didn't understand is their fear of failure, which failure is finding the answers and learning and understanding your real evolution. The thing is they feared all of that because they had nobody there helping them break them generational curses. They had nobody being that hoop of that innermost fear of saying, hey, I have a desire to change. I know I'm not perfect. I will never claim to be perfect. And there's no way. I will never be perfect, but I am imperfectly perfect just the way Father created me. Because look, I have learned to deal with them grievances. I have learned to deal with the threats of people telling me, stay silent, don't tell people, the situations that at hand. The thing is I ain't afraid to speak about it. I ain't afraid to speak about, people who are your step parent and think that they can alter your drink with alcohol and chemicals so that they can take advantage of you when your mother is at work. Okay, I ain't afraid to put that out. I don't have insecurities like that. I spoke the truth. I have done my healing, and like I said, it brought me into my own inner perfection of my skills, of knowing that Father says, listen, I ain't gonna fear of being alone. I ain't gonna fear of abandonment issues. If somebody wants to, and this is where Father's really coming in. This is where, oh, that's awesome. Slow and steady wins the race. But this is where Father is coming in and saying, listen, I have used them seeds of wisdom that Father has given us by holding that vision and using my skills and knowing that every day is a new beginning. And all that pain from my childhood has made me into the better person that I am today. I have become the great teacher, not only within my own children, but I've taught them, don't ever hold back. Speak your truth. Okay? I've taught them that, listen, if somebody wants to come in and be your friend and they start ghosting you or they start treating you badly, okay? Don't allow them to create an abandonment issue or anything like that. Let go and let God have them, because they're not meant to be in your life. If somebody wants to come in and betray you and be deceptive, okay, say deuces, baby, peace out. You know, it's like kick rocks. And when I say kick rocks, it's because they need healing to do. So Father says, give them that bucket of dirt and tell them to go plant seeds elsewhere, because they don't need to be in your life. Okay. And the thing, when you can perfect the fact, because perfection is right under grief, okay? So when you can perfect the fact of everything that has happened from the dark side, and you can balance that out and be that love and light, be that divine being, reflect and illuminate all them darknesses, because people can't use things against you if you're the one speaking it out. Now they can speculate, they can, flip words and co-create their little story about you, um, based on the things that they've heard or that people are coming in just to tell them. The thing is you're giving them away, in the sense of, you don't get that unconditional love from me, because if you want to know that perfect story of what has taken place, come to the person who endured that grief. Come to the person who was silenced, who was beaten, who was hushed, but had the vision from the warmth, because yellow is about the warmth and the vitality of our Father, of having that balance to use the skill that Father have given you. Okay. And a lot of people don't like it because, listen, they thought you were going to hold back. They thought that their secret was protected because they put the fear in you, right? And that's when you say, no, I fear nothing. The only thing I fear is doing God wrong, because I know the consequences are going to be the utmost. But when you start showing these people that them secret fears that they tried to instill in you no longer work, they have no hold over you, and you've balanced out your grief, you're centered. And now they're pissed. Now they're pissed. Yes, yes. Same here, sweetheart. Same here. Me too. But now you're balanced. Now you know that every day is a new beginning. And yes, there may be things that come up that create grief, okay? That may create anger, like today when, being upset because these people are relentless to try to sabotage. But when I say, and I silence myself, right? I silence myself and say, Father, I rebuke and banish all of these agents and tyrants and messengers of Satan. I know that they are doing the work for Satan like I do the work for you, but I'm asking you, silence them, rebuke them, banish them. Don't allow any weapon to prosper against me from what they are doing. And I balance myself, holding that vision and feeling our Father's warmth, saying, I just used the skill that Father has been teaching us, and that is to speak to him, that is to constantly talk to him, because he will guide you, he will show you. And that makes that beautiful protection and perfection, right? Because you are being divinely guided for in order for you to blossom. Because he says, when you look at this, okay, it's you being able to blossom in that stability. Because if you look at, he's pointing this out. So this is like childhood. You know how you have the staggered steps of not knowing because you're a child and you don't understand and you're not absorbing that stuff, right? As an adolescent, you're now blossoming in and you're starting to understand more. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm here for a purpose. I know there's something for me that our Father wants me to see from a different perspective, because you see the vine of you trying to go to Father. So you start opening up. And in that adulthood, look what happened. You had a new beginning that blossomed massively. And when you blossomed, it's showing you go many different directions with the blossoming, right? Because everything that you have done is now being able to have that enlightenment and have that wisdom of what he truly planted within you to release them wounds and that grief. Absolutely. Absolutely. If somebody, that's the way I am. So I'm very, very particular on my energy and who comes into my inner circle. So if somebody comes into my inner circle and I see the red flags of the deception, of them little lies and everything else, it's like I will tell them one time, speak your truth, keep it real. If not, you need to go. Yes, sweetheart. Yes, most definitely. But yeah, I'm very, when it comes to my energetic vessel, I am very particular on who I let in, because I know there's very jealous and envious people. Okay, Father has shown me that in the visions of who I am and what he has blessed me with in the skills that I am capable of, right? And so when somebody wants to come in with some type of manipulation, it's like my spiritual antennas alert me like, wait a minute. And then I get the downloads and then I can call them out exactly what they've been, trying to conjure up or what they think they're going to do. And I put it out there and they go in defense mode. They only go in defense mode because they know that you have busted them. They know that you have called them out. And now they're like, oh, well, how did this person know that? Well, Father blessed me and all of you with these great skills to know, right? And it is up to us to be able to have that perfection of our skills and that connection with our Father to be able to see. So, this is that clarity, okay? He gives us the higher perspective, He gives us the clarity to know, because it happens quite a bit. It happens quite a bit. Wow. All right. So, what is the powerful lesson for today, Father? What is the powerful lesson today? What is the powerful lesson today? Yeah, because I know it's about gathering. What is the powerful lesson? Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, confirmation, centering yourself. Didn't I say that at the beginning of this? We need to center ourselves. So this is 28, centering north and white. We need to center ourselves with the higher realms, because this is the higher realms. Okay. We need to be able to know that we are here for a purpose and that we need to balance ourselves. Yes, that's right. If God wants me to give somebody a message, I give it. Just like I come on here and I give the message. Um, and I'm not afraid to call people out, you know. That's the thing. It's like I'm not afraid to call people out, and God knows that, because I don't let just anybody park in my energy, right? I don't let anybody park in my energy. And when Father is talking about centering ourselves, it goes back to here where you have to center that darkness by bringing light to it. when you bring light to it, it is holding that vision, right? It is about standing in your true power. It's being able to take them weaknesses, taking them the griefs, that pain, that suffering, that abandonment, that anger, that loneliness, and that tear that people have brought into you, and being able to come to that sacred place of centering yourself with our Father. And that's all about silencing yourself, building that stronger foundation, right? Because what is happening when you look at this card, you see how you're trying to center yourself, but you haven't worked through all of your darknesses and balanced it out. And as you hold that vision and master your skill, look at how everything is so illuminated. Look at how everything of from the past to now, how you illuminate everything. It's about doing that inner work for you, knowing that the powerful lesson is, like I said at the beginning of this video, it is not for other people. This is for you. This is for balancing you to come into that warm, loving, caring person, right? The one that needs to reactivate their heart chakra to step into their true power. Yeah, that's the true powerful lesson, is how to activate yourself into that perfection with Father. Okay, because we are imperfectly perfect, flaws and all. But when it comes to our Father, He sees us as perfection because He co-created us. And it's about us stepping into our power, coming back to our true self and lighting up that darkness and saying, listen, I'm going to be that source of strength that can take my griefs and my burdens and hold that new vision, knowing that there's a brand new day, brand new start. Okay, because every day he says be grateful and be thankful, because every day he gives you that brand new start to surrender everything to him, to have that new beginning, to use your skills and take that pain from that childhood and that adolescence into that adulthood and get rid of the insecurities, have an ego death, step out of that pride and really being reborn into that state of perfection of who he co-created you to be. Okay, because you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay, and a lot of you are fearing to be loved. Okay, a lot of you run from true love that Father brings in because of the childhood grief, because of the adolescent grief, because of the adulthood grief of the people who betrayed you. But when you work through that and you release all of that, guess what? You're centering yourself. You're centering yourself back to that perfection of saying, listen, you're not going to distract me from loving. You're not going to distract me from being that consistent person, right? Yes, absolutely. I always say, when the enemy thinks that they're a step ahead of you, I'm always 100 steps ahead, because Father always goes before me to clear the path. And so therefore they can never be one up on me, because it's like he illuminates. By the more I stay centered, he illuminates the path of where I need to be, and he shows it. He shows it. So I mean, to me, it's the great process of this beautiful life and stepping into who we truly are. So, and just know that this is a card of Father, right? Because North is all about our Father, the North Star, okay, North Node, because you got to be able to see that sacredness and see all that power around you. Because look, when you have your emotions balanced and you have your vision on target of where you're going and you center yourself, see how everything that is dark and dissolent comes into that vibrance of who you are. And he's also saying, watch who is parked in on your energy. Okay, for some of you, Watch who's parked in on your energy, because I'm getting the download from him right now that somebody that's in your energy who is loving you, who is being there, and it's like you're giving them all this information. Be careful, because they're jealous and envy of you, and they have a secret vendetta, okay? They have a secret vendetta because they're always focusing on negativity, I'm hearing. They're always very negative. They're always very sinful when it comes to the things that they're doing and saying. So be very careful, okay? And some of them, I'm also hearing some of them may have an addiction with pills, okay? An addiction with pills or alcohol. Be careful, okay? Just be careful who you let park right here, who you let park in your energy. Yeah, because look, the 4 upside down, they're trying to steal your stability. Oh, and they don't trust and believe in our Father. Yes, absolutely. Just keep being your true self and keep trusting and believing, and you will come in to that beautiful perfection of who God co-created you to be, because you're going to start seeing things and knowing things. And it's like, if you have fears of being alone, it's time to fix that. It's time to fix that, because you are not alone. He will bring the right-minded people into your life when you raise your vibration, when you no longer have that deeper fear holding you back, that has been silencing you, creating this silence grief within you, making you feel like you're out of context of who you are or why you're here or what's your purpose. It's because Father is saying, listen, hold your vision. Every stone that has been thrown upon you, you're going to have that awareness. You're going to be able to conquer. I'm hearing conquer with your skills, to conquer, and it'll be much easier for you to give away anything when it comes to that fear and that grief and that pain, all that suffering. Yeah. Because a lot of you, he's saying that the grief just keeps deepening stronger within you, because you keep holding it. You keep holding it. All right, Father. So, what do we need to know? What is the fear today that is stopping this transformation, that is stopping this healing and them coming into their true perfection? Look, you're letting your imagination get to you. This is number 14, imagination, West and Black. It's like you're not letting the energy of Father flow through you. You're not letting the energy of the universe flow through you. You're letting your imagination of that hurt and pain, them fears and the tear, the abandonments and everything else of that grief hold you back. A lot of you are self-doubting yourself. You're not allowing that wisdom and that enlightenment to come in that is planted within you with your skills. Okay? You're not allowing that to come in. Um mm, wow. Sorry, Father was just saying here. A lot of you speculate on certain things of how things are going to turn out. He says, stop doing that. Stop letting your imagination bring that negativity into you, because when you do that, you're allowing Satan's messengers who do the work for him, which are his agents and his terrans and the lower deities, right? You're allowing them to block your creativity. You're allowing them to block your spiritual, downloads that you are getting. They're blocking your energy. Okay. They're blocking your energy. So that is what is stopping your transformation, is your imagination is getting in the way of the things that have happened in the past. You automatically go into this negative space. Oh, yeah, I really want this, but it ain't going to work because of this, and this. What you are doing is you are using your skills to turn it into a negative situation by self-doubting. So you're not sitting in the silence of building this strong foundation with Father and being that unique individual. You're letting them marshlands and swampy lands silence you and stop you from your blessings. And that's significant, because how many of you can say, listen, I'm untamed. I'm untamed when it comes to the fact that every time something good is transpiring in my life, I find a negative aspect to throw out there of why it won't happen for me, or I'm not lucky enough for it to happen to me. You need to you need to stop that self-sabotaging speaking, because you're making it a reality. Okay. It's about perfecting your skill and your power to hold that vision that you are very deserving. Father is going to bless you. It is meant for you. Okay. So yeah, it's because of the fact that not centering yourself to know that you are very deserving of it, and it's coming for you. Yes, absolutely. Yes, your north node is Libra, and in order to stop all of this, is you need to be able to center yourself and say, listen, I'm no longer going to let my past define who or how my future operates, because I'm holding the vision of my wishes, dreams, goals, and desires. And I'm holding all of my past accountable, because it has now taught me everything that I didn't want to be. It's now teaching me everything that is meant for me on a higher level, because a lot of people don't understand that by letting your imagination take over and block your blessings, by holding in this stuff that has been there for generations, for decades, right? For some of you it's been decades, and this has all been all around you for most of your life, and some are still currently going through it as we speak. But this is where it started on the 3rd of July, and it goes to the 7th of July. And that is Cyrus Gate Portal. Okay. This is your energy activation. Father says it is time to activate that energy. It is time to activate of clearing out and balancing that darkness to be able to have that perfection in your skills with Him. And by doing that, it's a lot, you're allowing that karmic circle, that darkness of the abandonment issues and the terror and everything else, and you are putting in ego death. Okay. And when I say ego death, it is like he's coming in and saying with the ego death, it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to sit here and be in my ego like, yeah, I'm deserving of this, and yeah, I'm deserving for this, just to kind of go where I don't have to do any work. It's like, knock that off. You know, nothing truly gets done without putting the hard work in. Okay. You don't get handouts, you don't get things for free by just holding your hand out. You have to put the hard work in. And that's where Father is saying, on a spiritual level, you have to become strong. You have to hold that vision. You have to be willing to put the work in to say, listen, I'm going to balance this out so that I can hold my vision of that new beginning, knowing that the skills Father gave me, I'm perfect in his eyes. I don't need to be perfect in anybody else's eyes but our Father's eyes. By having that connection with him, by centering myself. And I'm not going to let my imagination, that stinking thinking, because the devil likes to come in and manipulate your imagination, right? He wants to come in and he wants you to imagine of, hey, our Father is not for you, and he makes them stupid thoughts come in, right? You also have the mirroring number of 1441, okay? And that is when you break it down in the angelology and the numerology and the ascended masters, okay, when you break that down, that is God and the angels are there helping you to break that imagination that the devil wants you to have, to keep you in that fear, to keep you in that grief, to keep you in that sorrow and that pain, to keep you angry and terrified that all the hard work that you're doing, that there's not going to be no payout. Our God is not a liar. Okay, he does not forsake you. He does not lie. He created that vision for you, and he's wanting you to stay on your path so that everything can come to you. That's right. I can and I will. Because anybody who says I will try, take try out of your vocab. Okay? Because that is the tyrant reversing you to not being able to have the things that you're deserving of. Okay? That's the tyrant reversing you to not have the things that you are deserving of. You take try out of your vocab. It's I can and I will. Okay? Because you have the willpower to listen to Father, and he can make the impossible possible. He can turn everything around in a heartbeat. All right, so let's get a crystal card. What do we need to know, Father? What do we need? Yeah, look, because see, he helps you do the manifestation. He helps you manifest everything that is meant for you because you are deserving. But the thing is I'm also hearing out of this unconditional love. See, other people want to manifest darker things for you because it's a reflection in the mirror of what they need to heal. When people want to steal your name, steal your ideas, or people try to manifest the gifts and skills that you have because they're not happy, that's because the devil came in and the tyrant reversed them of believing that they can have what's meant for them. Okay, so it's important to keep your heart open and follow your vision with Father, because when it comes to it, he will try to take it from you. Look, I told you, he will put you at a crossroads. He's a deviant little devil, okay? And he wants to keep you in your imagination. He wants you to have doubt. He wants you to disbelieve in yourself. So he brings you to a crossroad so that you're staring in the crosshairs of going, what do I do? But Father says, you already know what to do. You need to hold that vision because you can only follow one master, okay? And there is only one master, and that is our Father. Because look, the arrow for the north node, yeah. When you follow the master, he will get you out of them crossroads. He will get you out of the crosshairs of that devil. And when you look at the synchronicity, look, 6 to 12, okay? He will multiply everything that is meant for you when you do the right thing. Okay? What else do we need to know, Father? What else do we need to know? Yeah. Protect your heart. Protect your heart. Because when it comes to the pink fluoride, it's about having that passion to hold your vision with Father, because the devil is going to do everything possible. And that even talks about your karmic children, okay? Or your karmic, parents or siblings, friends, whatever it may be. Protect your heart, okay? Because when they take your kindness for a weakness and put you in a crossroads and try to block your manifestations because they are so jealous and so envy of everything that you have co-created, but they don't want to go in and do a stronger foundation to build that foundation to release that grief that somebody else caused for them, but they want to hold you at blame. Hold your vision, know your skill, because that ain't meant for you. Okay? You're being able to surrender from a higher perspective, saying, yes, listen, I have unconditional love for you. But the higher perspective is being an earth angel, you reflect back on the things that they did. And if they can't be true to themselves, they sure in the hell ain't going to be true to you, right? No, they're not. That's why you have to stay centered and know that even though they may be your family, even though they may be your kids, even though they may be your siblings or your parents or friends or lover, whoever it may be, if they're not there for your highest good, if they're not going to center themselves, if they're not going to stand in their power, if they're not going to work on themselves, and they're going to have constant distractions or be a constant distraction to you, it's like, I love you, but I have to let you go. And that's you protecting your heart. Why? You're protecting your heart because they're not willing to do the work. So they're willing to put you at a crossroads. They're willing to work for the devil because they're not loving who they are. And it's sad. It's sad because instead of them being grateful and thankful of everything that you've done, they want to come in and they want to try to create this grief that they're feeling. It's a mirroring image that people do. They come in and they want to create this grief for you. They want you to silence. They want to burn out your energy. They want to stop you from holding your vision because they don't have a vision, because they are at a crossroads of not coming and stepping into them true self, right? So they want to protect their heart from actually being loved unconditionally. They rather have that fake love. They rather go out and be that fake love. They'd rather go out and be the cheater, and I'm hearing being in a long-term relationship, and every chance they get, they go and they cheat. Okay. But when it comes to their heart, it's what matters. So to me, that is saying somebody energetic wise, there's a crossed over loved one coming in and saying, listen, you need to work on your heart. Okay. There's a crossed over loved one. It's a male figure coming through as a master teacher saying, listen, you need to work on your heart because you want people to love you unconditionally, but you are creating massive sins and going behind your partner's back and constantly cheating. Okay, constantly cheating, which is putting the relationship at a crossroads because this person, your partner, doesn't want to be with you anymore. They love you, but they don't want to be with you anymore because you become abusive, aggressive. Okay, so this is at a crossroads. This loved one is saying that's why everything that they've been trying to manifest has not been working. Okay, because they're in such negative energy. They think they're entitled. They think that they're owed. But the fact is this is where you need to come right with God and stop pretending that you are in righteousness with God and truly be with God, because that foundation that you have built, you cannot honor two masters, okay? You can only honor one. That is specific for somebody. That is specific for somebody. Okay, Father, what else do we need to know, please? Yeah, see? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Protect your heart because they don't love themselves. Okay? This male energy that came in is saying, listen, they don't love themselves. That's why they close themselves off to that unconditional love. That's why they can't accept that unconditional love. That's why they do everything in their power to every day create conflict and chaos, because they're at a crossroads, and everything that they try to manifest crumbles. Okay, because Father says no weapon shall prosper against the heart of unconditional love. So that's why you have to protect your heart. No matter how much you love somebody, you have to love them enough to let them go in order to grow, in order to work through this grief, and be able to silence themselves in their abandonment issues, into the tears that they've had, in the pain. It's because there's certain levels of consciousness, and you can't fake that you are growing when you constantly manifest chaos and pain for others. Okay, that is not stepping into your higher self. In order to be in your higher self, you can't manifest pain and grief and chaos for others when you're committing sin and you're stealing from others, and you're cheating and lying and making up stories so that people believe you. Father says, no, that's not how it goes. You have to surrender that hurt and pain that you are dealing with to have that warmth and that vitality to come into your true version of who you are. Because you're wondering, okay, and this is specific because somebody right now, this is for somebody, but you're wondering why people protect their heart around you. It's because you don't stand in your truth. You are a manipulator, you are a deceiver, you are a destroyer, you are at a crossroads. Father says it's time. It's time. During this paradigm shift with Cyrus, the gate portal, activate your energy and come into that true dreaming shield of what is meant for you, okay? Oh, that is beautiful. Yes. Jade of knowledge. Yeah, look, this person is holding in so many emotions from things that have transpired, where they feel alone, where they feel abandonment, where they feel underappreciated. The thing is this, I'm hearing this male energy is coming in and saying, listen, the only reason why they're in so many emotions of ups and downs where they create that chaos is because emotionally they try to destroy people. They try to control and manipulate. And I see how this has taken the energy healing on how this person operates, because they think they're getting away with it. But God says, listen, I see all the stones that you are throwing at people. I see all of the theft and betrayal that you are doing. I see all of them hurtful things that you are putting in people's crossroads, on their roads. Yes, that's the divine path. And that's you and God and the angels working together on the divine path. But this is where this person is. They are so closed off with greed and grief that they think that they have an entitlement to something, and they don't. Father says, open up and use your skill. Okay? All right. Anything else, Father? Yeah, look, because I'm telling you, this person thinks they're Billy Badass, going around threatening people, hurting people mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. But the thing is they need to have courage to come to our Father. 34 is broken down to 7, which is our Father. They need to have courage to come to our Father and truly repent their sins, of betraying and hurting their loved ones and their partners to have that soul healing, okay? To have that infinite soul healing because they have not wanted to heal. They have not wanted to heal. That goes back to they think they're entitled to have that entitlement. And God is coming in here with 777 saying, listen, there's big changes that are happening during this Cyrus Gate portal. Okay. This is that energy activation. And they are not going to get what they wished for, hoped for, and dreamed for because they're in that imagination of letting the devil run their life. And they want to turn around and do it to others. Wow. All right. What does the goddess say? What does the goddess say? Yeah, Mama Killa. Mama Killa is the moon. This is about that reflection. See what I'm saying? Okay, so this kindred loved one who is coming through, he is very adamant about saying, you need to do some reflection. You have lost yourself. You want people to fear you and everything else. It's like, no, stop being manipulative. Yes, God will get you. And the consequences are coming because this paradigm shift that we are actually going through from the 3rd to the 7th of this portal, that energy activation is making the ones who are already awakened and making the transformations become even stronger, which will end up pulling away from, they'll be protecting their heart every step of the way. Okay. And that's because they truly love themselves unconditionally. Yeah, that's Father talking to you. 7777. Yep. That's massive changes taking place. But it's about being able to reflect. It's about being able to illuminate the fears that one has held on to from a childhood into an adolescent into the adulthood. So that's just confirmation when Mama Killa the moon comes in, right? Yeah, there's my beautiful Athena. Beautiful Athena, the goddess of knowledge. Okay. And you could be seeing 555. That's new opportunities that are coming in because it's getting that wisdom, right? It's getting that wisdom. It's being able to energy activate your third eye of who you are as an angelic being. It's stepping into your power, right? Yes, that is awesome, sweetheart. Yeah, and he shouldn't be taking his pain out on you because he's going to have a massive consequence from Father because it all comes down to throwing them stones. And Father says there's no stone that goes unturned, right? And all them stones that were thrown at you become laid down on your divine path to be them stepping stones to elevate you to a higher level. Yes. Yes. So that energy when it comes through. Oh, this is Yoki Oni. I love Yoki Oni because Yoki Oni is all about stillness. This is all about sitting in silence with our Father. This is all about releasing that grief and holding your vision to understand your skill, to come into that perfection of who He created you to be. Okay? Beautiful. And it's significant because we have dark blue to light blue. And when we have dark blue to light blue, it's about being able to speak your truth, release this grief and this pain. Okay, stop playing the shame blame game because I'm hearing this male energy that's coming through and he says, I am so disappointed in you because you want to constantly, and he goes like this, you constantly want to blame others. He's like, be accountable. Take accountability. Sit in that stillness and listen to my wisdom. I've given you a lot of wisdom over the years. Okay, this man could have been 55 when he passed, I'm hearing. 55. Whoa. But yeah, Yoki Oni is the one of stillness. And Maya is all about the truth. Okay, that's what I said. Father said, speak your truth. So again, we have 777777 that came out. Okay, so somebody is going to feel this activation whether they want to or not. They're going to feel this activation whether they want to or not. Father said he is making tower moments happen over and over and over again right now because of the work that they're not putting in on themselves. They want everybody else to do the work, but they're not wanting to do the work themselves. Yeah, look, the King of Roses in reverse. Okay, so this person wants everybody to love him, but he doesn't love him to be able to love others unconditionally. When we have the King of Roses in reverse also, this is talking about a partnership. This is talking about a romantic love, okay? Because he was ordained to be with somebody, but Father is now taking that chaos and he is pulling them apart. He is pulling them apart. And he does that for this King of Roses to be able to do that inner work. Because in order for him to go in and make these changes, the one physical person that he loves the most, Father needs to take away so that he focuses on himself, because he is so focused on how to hurt this person, how to control this person, that he ain't even focusing on him in reverse. And that's significant. That is a specific message from that crossed over loved one, that kindred loved one that came through. Yeah, the Two of Scrolls. Okay, this is the two different worlds. Okay, the spiritual world and the physical world, and we are that bridge for between. So when we get that, the messages of connection to better ourselves, and the way God our Father said, listen, trust and believe in me. I have written it in your destiny long before you were even born. But the things that you are doing, you are spinning out of control. You are stealing abundance from people. You are stealing, and I'm hearing that this masculine is stealing money from people, stealing material objects, very materialistic. He's spinning out of control. And he's always got this fiery passion to hurt others when he doesn't get his way. And so Father's coming in and saying, listen, I'm going to sweep this up. I'm going to clean this up, because now energetically, you're going to feel it. And it's 911 on my clock right now. Yes, 1010. That is God and the angels standing by you, protecting you, guiding you every step of the way. Yes, Athena. She's the beautiful Greek goddess of knowledge. And look at the Buddha prepares. Okay. This is about that stability. Again, having that passion to center yourself, to not only be taught, but to be the teacher. Okay. So it's about understanding your deep connection of that very skillful person that you are. Okay. Father said he's put you here for a reason. Yeah. Look at what's happening. Ooh, the Eight of Forces is coming down. Okay. So Father could have, what I'm hearing here is Father came down and gave somebody epiphany, and now you see how he's demolishing them karmic family members, the karmic children, the karmic friends, the karmic partners. Yeah, he's come in and look at crack right down the middle of the roots. He's like, listen, you're not going to sit here and create a crossroads and hurt these people and manifest harm on them and take their abundance and lie and betray and everything else. Our Father is protecting the hearts of his children out of unconditional love and is saying, listen, I have split you away. I have taken them away, and that is the way that it's going to be. And he says, you thought that that was painful? Look at this big storm that he's brewing behind. Yeah, because in this paradigm shift, there is a massive, massive paradigm shift that is coming. And he says, you see the reflection? It's a mirror image, because everything that you have done to this person is now coming back to you. And it's going to come back even harder than what you dished out. So anybody who is doing deceitful, sinful, hurtful things, just know in this paradigm shift with Cyrus, the gate portal, the 7-7 portal, where Cyrus is aligned with Orion's belt. Well, Orion's belt is aligned with the Pyramid of Giza, right? The Pyramid of Giza is the ancient gods, right? And the ancient gods are coming in and saying, listen, you're not just getting it from Father. All of the spiritual realms are backing up Father when it comes to it. Yeah, and I'm hearing falsifying documentations about a house. Falsifying documentations about a house. And over here, look, this farmhouse. This farmhouse right here. Somebody that did something with this farmhouse and falsified documentations. Oh, this man and woman. Oh, I'm hearing there's 3 people involved. And these 2 men and this woman. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just know that it has come to light. And I'm hearing the crooked attorney. The crooked attorney. Look, crooked attorney who falsified these documents for you. Oh my goodness. Look at, and there's Father right here. Right there. You see him standing right here? Yeah. He is standing there and saying everything that you have done is now coming to light. The epiphany, because he's got investigators. Okay, so I'm hearing these 2 men and this woman have investigators because, ooh, that is dark and deep. Oh, this man that's coming through right now, he is red in the face, showing me he is so angry and so disgusted that his wife would do this. That his wife would be so manipulative to hold back stuff that belonged to his family that she stole. Oh, that's why it was talking about stealing the material objects and the money. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So look at the 2 worlds. Father sees what this man and woman and this attorney have done. They were passionate that they were going to get away with something. And I'm hearing that they also stole the inheritance from family members. Oh my gosh. I'm hearing you're going to federal prison. You're going to federal prison. Whoa. I'm hearing all 3 are going to federal prison. Because look, when you see this 10, That is God. That is God coming in and saying that the attorney is being investigated as well as the woman who signed documents, who forged documents. And the other one, the other male is going to go to federal prison for violation of knowing this and not speaking up. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh my gosh. And that's right. That's why my yacht says you should have spoke your truth. You should have not have deceived. You should have not have lied. You should have not have silenced yourself in this foundation because that, ah, because you were protecting your heart at the time. You weren't thinking about everybody else involved, and you weren't thinking about this kindred man coming through and saying, I thought you loved me unconditionally, but now I can see you all only loved me for material objects, material gain, material success. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And that's why they said, oh, when Yokioni come in and said, oh, look, on a spiritual level, everything is coming to light because nothing stays in the darkness when you're walking with the Father. And that's why this person created this crossroads in your life to sabotage your manifestations because of their unhappiness of knowing that they thought by being still about this, by being quiet about this, that they were going to get away with this. And Father says, oh, no, no, Athena's got the wisdom and the knowledge of what's going on. And the wise counsel came in and had a conversation. And when they had that conversation, may the force be with you, because all that abundance that this woman has been holding on to, and this attorney and this other partner or this other male figure, yep, it's federal prison. I'm also hearing something about the truth about a sister, a truth about a sister. Ooh, and that explains it all. That explains it all, because this divine masculine was trying to fulfill his own cups. And you see, he was trying to fulfill his own cups in secret. See how he's out in the corridor? He was trying to tell people that he was deeply rooted and grounded, but really he was trying to fulfill his own cups. But what happens when the forces of our Father come in? Look, the cups are tipped over. He's left alone to battle. And I'm hearing, look at, ooh, Father is saying that this person of what they did may even get the electric chair. Whoa, that's got to be pretty harsh for, because I'm hearing this kindred loved one coming in and saying that this woman is the one. Oh, I'm Father, I know you want me to speak it, but wow. So this woman purposely changed documents on a house situation, on accounts and everything, with this attorney who is a very high ranking attorney, very well known, but very corrupt, who's now being investigated. But this woman is the one that made him stop breathing and turn purple. And he wants the truth. He's all about the truth. He is trying to teach the truth. Oh, yeah. Because look, he knows that Father is going to bring that warmth and vitality and bring that balance when this secret comes out. Because look at it was all about the money for all of them. It was not about the unconditional love. It was all about the money. Sick. And this was a man of knowledge. This was a very balanced man who was a very good record keeper. Okay, I'm hearing record keeper. He may read a lot of books, and by the desk, how it's showing me, this was a man who was in high authority of a job position. Yeah, can you see me still? Am I still on? Yeah, it's like, I'm telling you. Why is this card flipped over? Yes, because the thing is when this truth comes out, the person that they deceived, that they hurt, that they betrayed, that they tried to make malicious accusations about, who they tried to stop their manifestations and everything, Father's saying this person is going to get way more than what this kinder loved one left them, okay? Because somebody took what was meant for this person, somebody took it for their own greed, for that stacks of money. And it was never about the unconditional love. And this is a person that had access to everything, everything. I'm telling you, look, you can't hide from the winged messengers. You can't hide things from Father. You can't hide things from the ascended masters and the angels. The truth always prevails. And see, they think everything is calm, cool, and collective, but really, they've been being investigated for well over a year now. Wow. Wow. Something about the house that they sold, somebody found something in the house that they sold. That was this husband and wife's house, farmhouse, right here. The family that bought the house found something from this kindred loved one who passed away. Oh, and so they started an investigation. Wow. And I'm hearing it was something in the barn. Something in the barn. There was something in the barn that the angels and the ascended masters guided these new people who moved into this house. And they found this paper. They found the true will. They found it. Wow, you didn't hide it very well now, did you? Wow. Oh my goodness. How this, whoa. Whoa. Yeah, because I'm telling you, look, see the clarity of the angels bringing that piece of paper from the barn? There was a piece of paper that this gentleman specifically left in there, knowing that if this property was sold, that the new owner was going to find it, and that's where the justice would prevail. And that's why Father is coming in with the epiphany of these forces, because this family found that original will. They found the original will because I'm hearing that she was so distraught that she didn't remember where she put it. And she hid it in the barn where she spent a lot of time, I'm hearing. But this paper was found. The truth. Ooh, there's going to be a meeting too. There's going to be a meeting. Oh, there is going to be a meeting. They have stolen. Oh, look. There's another piece of paper. Okay, so I'm hearing that the paper that I found in the barn. Oh, collective, listen. So, family, some of you are going to get what is rightfully yours when the truth prevails because they're going to federal prison. This is all happening during this paradigm shift with Cyrus coming into alignment with the goddess, of the Pyramid of Giza. Okay. That's all about the radiant circle. That's about balancing everything out. That's about the truth prevailing. And the thing is everything that they stole from these family members and non-family members that things were left to. Oh, it's coming to light. Oh. Sugar. Yes, sweetheart. And I'm getting something about not only did they change the life insurance policy, but they changed the will and they hid the original will, which is now coming forward. Something about the original will because they falsified it with an attorney, an attorney that has been a long-standing attorney. They falsified right before he passed. They falsified, but she forgot something about the paper. Yes. And that paper's been found by the family that has taken over that paper, and they started an investigation about a year ago when the woman found these pieces of paper. Yeah, it's coming to light, baby. I said truth always prevails. God always brings the truth. The proof is in the pudding. Yes, and that's why he's saying they're going to reflect back now because everything that they did. Look at the storm that's in this card. Look at the brewing of Father coming in. It's not just on the ground, it's in the spiritual realm and on the physical realm. And that's why he had me explain to you Cyrus is all about the being the spiritual sun, right? That is the spiritual sun, and our Father is the physical sun, right? Yeah, I'm telling you. I love you, sugar. I was trying to get a hold of you, sweetheart. All right, so now let's find out what is our soul. Yes, it's coming to light, sweetheart. I'm telling you, it's right here in the cards. And they did it all about the money. All about the money. They did it all about the money. Because look, the two worlds, the spiritual world and the physical world, God seen that they were stealing money. Mmm. Yeah, well, there has been the two pieces of paper that have been found in two different areas. Okay, so I'm hearing that these attorneys and these people, there's two men and a woman, and the thing is they have been under investigation now for up to a year, is what he said. And he said he can't wait for the truth because then he can see that how they portrayed him when he was here on this earth is a far cry, because now they're going to see the truth prevail of when he was speaking out to his family members of how this person operated. But he loved her unconditionally, but she stole from the family. She stole from the family, and the truth is prevailing. It's prevailing. Look, because it says, where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? Okay. The thing is you need to be able to nourish your body. You need to be able to have that oneness with Father, because there's some new exciting goals and news that are coming in, and I'm hearing that your health is going to come to the next level of healing. So it says, if your body could talk, what would it say to you today? If your body could talk, what would it say to you today? Write it down in the comments. What would your body say if it could talk? Because the thing is it can talk on a spiritual level. It does talk to you. It does communicate with you. It says, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Confirmation of when I said you need to protect yourself. You need to watch at the beginning of the video where it said that you have somebody that you confide in, somebody that you trust in, who is in your inner circle of, they're jealous and envy of you. Be careful, protect your heart. And then the heart protection card came out. You're like, slow down. Yeah, see, and the thing is when it comes to that, I'm pretty much done. I'm down to 5. I'm down to 5 because, like I said, I'm doing it. It's a sin to be able to do that, and he knows that I'm working diligently. Yes, the unique one. You know that expression, you only have one life to live, make it worthwhile. The thing is we only die the once, and we have as many as lives as our Father wants us to live. And so when you come into the uniqueness of who you are and deeper connection of who you are, there's lots of things that transpire. Okay, because I can tell you, I've died twice already, and he's brought me back here twice, and I mean literally died. Okay, and that's why when that expression comes up, it's like people say, oh, you only die once and you live many lifetimes. To each perspective of their own, but sweetheart, you will never find the right time when it comes to that, because I've been doing that all my life too. The thing is I just cut back. So I will go like where I go 2 weeks and I cut back like 2 cigarettes. Okay. And you just keep doing that, and gradually you start doing it. So then I got mine down to where there's five a day, but I smoke only half, and do it that way, because it's like it's that self-discipline when you let your body stop depending on that nicotine, right? It's being able to, and that's why I said I'm imperfectly perfect, flaws and all. And I don't claim to be perfect or better than anybody, because we do the sinful things. And it's like our Father gives us that new day every day to be able to work through it. But it says, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? And this is, like I said at the beginning, watch who you have in your energetic circle, right? You need to be able, where to go? Right here. Nope. It is right. Come on. You need to be able to watch who is in your energetic circle at all times. Don't let them park. If they come in and they are treating you rudely, or they're disrespecting you, or they're stealing and lying and everything else, exit them. Exit them from your life. They are not meant to be there. If they're going to come in and betray you right off the bat, Father says that that is a test for you. Okay, you bringing them in for the greater source to strengthen you up by being able to test. you set these boundaries? Are you holding to your boundaries? So it's Father being able to test you. So he will bring people in like that. And it's about you using your discernment if you can make sure that you keep these people out. But when it comes in, ask these questions to yourself when people come in. Do they believe in you? Are they inspiring you? Are they helping you grow? Are they helping you see your greatest potential? Are they helping you, through your situations that no longer serve you so that you can move on and get that clarification? Okay. And do you love them can you love them from a distance? It's like, you really need to see who you bring into your energetic circle, and each person that comes into your energetic circle, always ask, are they helping me find my greatest potential? Are they uplifting me? Are they helping me be my better self? Are they helping me transform? Are they uplifting my spirits? It's that is where you need to see that is your soul tribe, because your soul tribe fulfills all of them and is there for you, because we surround ourselves with our soul tribe, who is all about having you be your highest version of you, your better self, right? So it's always making sure that you are on the right path. Okay. What else do we need to know, Father? When was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? Well, last night I had an amazing time. Amazing time. It was great people, lots of fun, lots of laughter. It was like that inner child came out, doing the fireworks, and then the storm came in, and we're standing out there in the storm doing fireworks and just having a great time, and you need to be able to laugh more. So if you don't have wrinkles right here on your face, it's because you haven't laughed enough, you know? It's like you haven't laughed enough. You really need to truly like laugh, and I'm talking from the core of your belly, because laughter is the best medicine. And when my kids joke around and say, well, Mom, you got your little dimple creases right there, and I said, that's because I always got a smile on my face. I'm always laughing, I'm always having fun. And if it's kind of a blah situation, I will turn it into where I'm having that less serious situation around me, and I'll make people laugh. I'll crack jokes, I'll crack funnies, and let them know, hey. Okay, so this one is, am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Okay. So the thing is when it comes to this message from our Father about the childhood, from the adolescent into the adulthood, with you being silenced almost all your life and holding all this grief in, what are you losing? You're losing your happiness. You're losing your higher self. You're losing that higher consciousness of who you are. You're losing your skills that Father co-created. And by letting it all out and having that new beginning, by holding the vision, what are you gaining? You're gaining so much more knowledge on how to center yourself and how to be able to uplift yourself, and to be able to put actual endings to situations. You learn how to adapt, to cut it off right now. So if somebody wants to come in and they want to run game, it's like, you know what, this ain't the Parker Brothers, okay? You go find a different board game to play, because you ain't gonna come in here. I'm on my game. I know what's going on with me, and you don't let people just come in and do that. So if people come in and want to be the taker instead of the giver, okay, really think about that. What are you gaining from them depleting your energy, taking everything from your kind, generous, loving, caring, compassionate heart? You're not gaining anything. In fact, you're losing yourself, because they are wanting to energetically shut you down to become a cold person. Yes, be the sun and shine, baby. Shine, shine, shine. Grow and glow. Be that. Oh, I don't have it with me, but we had glow sticks and everything that we were playing with last night. So, yeah. Am I getting enough rest to restore my energy and fully show up to my life? Okay. So, this is where it goes back, where you need to give yourself permission to be able to rest, to restore your energetic vessel, right? Because when your body's depleted and you've got people in there take from you, and they're not willing to give, they're only wanting to, reach in your pockets and take. The thing is how is that contributing to you? It's not. It's depleting your energy. So when it starts depleting your energy, that's when you go into your imagination, right? You go into your imagination and you self-doubt. You start self-doubting of, hey, I'm helping all these people. I'm doing all these things, but why am I so cursed, or why am I not being blessed? And you start doubting yourself. Don't do that. It helps your energetic vessel to get that proper rest. Okay. And not only that, but subconsciously, you're getting downloads and you're getting messages from the higher realms in your dreams. Okay. So it's being able to say, hey, listen, I'm giving myself this permission. I am taking this time for me. I am very deserving of it. And these people who want to drain my energy, uh sit back, go watch a show or something, because I'm taking that time for me. You are most important on your energetic vessel, okay? You are most important. It's like you need to be able to restore your energy. How can I be more flexible right now? And what if it isn't true? You can be more flexible by reminding yourself all day long that this life is safe when you are walking in the righteousness with the Father. You can let go of all your fears, worries, and anxieties and know that on here, what I'm getting for this, what if it isn't true? Okay. This is where that imagination comes in. That's where that self-doubt comes in, because this is saying, what lie are you telling yourself with your imagination that you can't let go, that you can't be in your soul's truth, that you can't stand in your power? And what lie are you living that says that when you tell somebody no, no is a complete sentence. If they don't like it, shut the door, walk away. The thing is you have to know that no matter what, your soul's truth, you are enough. And the things that they try to tell you, which the messengers of Satan and the tyrants and the agents and everything, they're trying to hold you back. They're trying to stop you, right? They're trying to make you think that it is impossible to be your higher self, that it is impossible to stand in your higher consciousness. The thing is, have that soul chat with yourself and say, listen, this is the truth. I am speaking the truth, and this is in concrete. And if you don't like it, try to come and get your jackhammer and come in and try to break it up, because the truth is the truth, and I'm going to speak the truth, and it's going to be in concrete. It's going to be in concrete that your heart, mind, and soul are balanced out, because you are the truth. You are the truth. You do belong. And to be more flexible, it's you have to know that there's always a beautiful outcome. Okay. Don't try to control the outcome. Don't put on an expectation of what the outcome may be. That's using your imagination. That's allowing the devil to come in and sit his little fat red ass on your shoulder and fill you with doubt. Don't put expectations. Expect the unexpected with our Father, because He will give you always more than what you asked for when you are in the highest good and your better self. When you are standing in your power and being able to be flexible and learn the lessons and make it concrete that you're not controlling how it turns out. You're following the blueprints. Where'd it go? Mm, 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 mm. You are following the blueprints on the spiritual level as the physical plane of what Father had in store for you in the first place. Okay. So I'm serious. Don't let somebody predict or project how things should go for you. If you feel it in your heart, mind, and soul, and Father is telling you to go for it and do it, you follow one master, Him. You do what He's asking of you. Yeah. What confirmation. I'm telling you, you can't make it up. You cannot make it up. This is the Emperor card. This is standing in your power, following what Father is saying, right? What was that? Hold on. Ah, I see what it was. We had a little ant trying to work very hard. But look, this is where the Emperor, this is where you need to stand in your power and know, like we did here at the beginning, you take your piranha in, hold it for 4 seconds for the stability, because you are a powerful being. You do stand in your power. You are divinely guided by Father, right? He has your back every step of the way. But look at 4-4. This is you stand in your power. You are abundant because the Ascended Masters, 44 is all about the Ascended Masters, okay? Knowing that you are abundant, knowing that you stand in your power, knowing that what you say is in concrete because you are following our Father, okay? And this is about you coming in touch with your higher consciousness. This just confirms everything in a nutshell that was put out here on the message from Father, because this is all about that stability of being that angelic, powerful being, okay? And you're not controlling it. Father has written it in the scrolls. The scrolls, 2 of scrolls. What is the Emperor holding? Oh, the scribes. Yeah, he's holding it. He's saying, guess what? Stand in your power. Be that divine being. Use your skills. Hold your vision. Because look, Father says, as you as the angelic being, trust and believe in the 2 of scrolls, right? Coming together with that unconditional love and strengthening the bonds of who you are. That is the most beautiful, loving message ever. And when you look at these cards together, look, 56, that is the divine path. That is the divine path. Stand in your power. Don't let somebody steal your energy. Don't let them just park and take up. Say, you know what? If you ain't gonna pay rent in my energetic space, deuces. Okay? There's the door. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, because He doesn't want you in my life. Okay? That's in concrete. I lay the sidewalk for my own path. Yeah, that's what you need to tell him. That's what you need to tell him. Listen, don't be afraid. Don't feel like you can't speak your truth. Don't feel like you have to silence yourself to where it upsets your foundation or causes grief in your life. You need to be able to let it go. Why? Because you have to trust and believe in finding that beautiful balance, right? This is that beautiful wheel of destiny, right? It's your destiny to come into all the healing, and it's all in divine timing to learn how to fulfill your own cup, to be able to have that happy life and grow that spiritual level to that better life. Yeah, and getting the knowledge. It's about truly balancing yourself and getting that divine knowledge from our Father. And it's all, yes, yes. That's amazing. And don't this look like a unique pentacle of abundance? Yeah. So it's about being able to find that balance within you and within what God created you to be, okay? Because you are that unique angelic being, and don't let anybody find or treat you. Yeah, because look, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you, you have to believe in the Father as He is driving your boat with unconditional love. You see, oh, he's wanting me to show you this. You see, okay, you have been bringing things to calmer waters. You follow our Father's divine guidance. The thing is these other people who have created all this havoc, oh, look at how it's reflecting back on them now. Everything that they have done to get you to stop believing in yourself, to get you to stop succeeding. Father says, oh, it's coming back. And look at the other cards that came out, because they were trying to control your destiny while you sat back and observed, going, that ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. And you're like, Father, give me that warmth and that vitality of your unconditional love, please. And bring my spiritual team in for that stability of who I am. And let me observe the situation as a 33 master teacher, protecting all my chakras while this person thought they can control of what I did. You know, it's like, and this card also, he's saying, represents that inner strength in you to be able to see things from a different perspective, because this is like the hangman card he's telling me, okay? So it's being able to see things from a different perspective, but you sit back and observe, just like I said, just like I said. Ooh, yeah, baby. Yeah, and they're showing me the earrings too. Okay, so it's balancing the emotions, having, it's going through the seasons of change, because we have winter, fall, summer, and spring. But it's being able to balance the emotions and have that passion to follow the divine guidance, to speak your truth and do everything out of unconditional love. Oh, yeah, because that brings the joy and stability in our life. Boom. It's like the 4th of July fireworks, baby. It's like booyah, but right here you see the hand, you see the star coming through. Yeah, because you are the angelic being. And what did we start off as, that beautiful child? Oh, look how well it matches up. So that is your beautiful message. Closing that portal of that beautiful message, Father. Sending lots of love and light. Yes. Oh, the mirroring image. Absolutely, sister. I love you, Luana. That, I love that phrase. That statement is pure truth right there. Yes, because we have the motivation, the determination, and the ability to succeed and move it forward no matter what. So much love to my soul family. I greatly appreciate all of you. Yes, that is beautiful. And Misty, that breaks down to 44, which is the ascended master, showing that you're very abundant and standing in your power. That breaks down to 44. Yes, absolutely beautiful, Sister Luana. I love you. I love it. I love it. They can't break our motivation and determination and the ambition to follow our Father, because we only follow that one master, right? And when we follow that one master, we get everything that is meant for us, while everybody else who wanted to project things on us gets that lovely disaster, right? And it's not by us, it's not by us that wishes any will upon them. We wish them nothing but peace and love and blessings, and well on their journey, right? Because Father's the one that handles all this. He's the God force that comes in. So yes, thank you all for being here, for supporting me, and just showing up all the time. And again, I apologize because, like I said, I have somebody who is trying to mess and stop me from being able to be on here and to be on my Facebook and, and my other platforms to go live. But they can't stop me. They can't stop me. My determination. I'll keep that wheel spinning. It would be like um Rumpelstiltskin. I'll wind that yarn until I make the most beautiful sweater. You ain't gonna stop me. Yes, love all of you. Love all of you. And I greatly appreciate all of you for the love and support and being here and, just getting the messages that are for us from our Father. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, so I will be back here at 7 tomorrow. Like I said, if I'm not right on at 7, because I'm trying to iron and out and everything, on the one, it showed me that, there was other people that were trying to log in and try to change my password and get some codes and stuff. We know the scammers are real. We know the scammers are real, but see, they want to come in and do that destructive stuff. They want to put the crossroads in there, but it's all good. It's all good. So family, we got this. They may delay our party, but that just means we have a longer, beautiful, funner party. So, yes. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I love all of you and God bless you. And Father and I, hope that all your wishes, dreams, goals, and desires come true. And that, whatever you're wanting to manifest for you, may it come true. And I will be back here at 7 tomorrow. Um, like I said, once I get this all figured out, I've been trying to go on more, okay? Because I used to go on quite a bit and they try to delay and everything else, but with this paradigm shift of what we're going through right now with the Cyrus portal gate of 7-7 portal and then the 8-8 Lions portal that backs it up. Yeah. Mhm. Father's coming in and saying you can't stop it. Yes. Yep. But we're going to do just like Sister Luana said, we're going to have that motivation, that determination, and that inspiration that they can't stop us. When we're walking that higher purpose with our Father, there's nothing they can do to stop us because we put it in concrete. Father's already got it written in concrete, right? So, all right, lots of love. It's Wonderful Wednesday. God bless all of you. Love my soul family. Thank you, all newcomers. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bell. Don't forget to share and get the messages out. And I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Peace.